Welcome back to our podcast.
This time with our mommy.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. I'm Amber.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Mom.
And this is Girls of a Certain Age podcast.
Yeah, we're doing a special thing for Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day.
Thank you, my sweet little children.
Yeah. So, how's your week been?
Mostly work. But I did.
Only work.
Yeah, pretty much. I do have a few stories. Okay, so the other day, I was like feeling sick yesterday. I did not feel good. So I was like, cause I could, like, you ever like feel like you just can't eat? Like you just look at food and you're like, this is disgusting. I do not want to eat this. Anyway, I did. So I was like in that kind of like feeling. I was like, all food looks disgusting. So I was like, but I need to eat something. So I came downstairs and I made me some eggs. And then I was like bringing it back to my room because I woke up like super duper early yesterday because I went to bed super early yesterday. And then my cat comes running up the stairs and I trip and I fall down the stairs. And my food just plops on the stairs like just had been done made. Still steaming, just on the stairs. And so I had to clean it up and I had to make more.
That's sad.
That is sad.
I have a bruise on my knee. It was awful.
They always run up the stairs when we're going up. They like sit at the bottom and wait. And then as soon as we take that first step, just zoom up the stairs.
And he didn't come back down. So I thought he would like try to come back down to be like, where are you at? And he didn't. He just was in there laying on a chair. I was like, you made me bawl. I also stepped in a puddle yesterday. I was like, I was going to get Amber from work because her and Michael like drive together. So I was like picking her up and I was on my way and I went to the dumpster to throw something away and it had like heavily rained the other day and so I stepped and it was like this gigantic puddle, just like a river of water. And my whole foot got soaking wet. And I was like, great. Also, I got food yesterday, and I DoorDashed it. That food took 2 hours to get to me.
Oh,
2 hours.
That's no tip.
Yeah. Well,
Did you?
I did. But, like, the person was at least sweet, because I like good customer service.
No. Tell us the part where the old creepy guy.
So, anyway, so I always get, like, scared. Well, I was, like, scared because of, like, some people be getting kidnapped that way. They'll get, like, DoorDash and they'll come and then they'll, like, snatch you up or whatever. That's why I don't like people. I like people to an extent. So I'm, like, drop it off at the door. And then when you're gone, I wait, like, 5 minutes to even go outside to get it. So, anyway, so this dude... One, it took forever for McDonald's to even make it. And then two, he was like, could not find my apartment. Like, he was actually in our area and was like, this ain't it. And then, like, dropped out. You know, he went that way. He literally traveled our whole apartment complex.
I don't get how it's so hard to navigate.
I don't either. It's like common sense. But anyway.
Did you say the letter?
Yeah, it says it on the thing. So anyway, he was like texting me, like asking me, because you could do that on like the app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he was like, da-da-da, because like you could also watch them, like deliver it to your house on DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like watching, and I was like, this dude is like messed up, but I didn't really want to text them. I wanted him to just figure it out. I really did. Like sometimes you will. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, like let me help you out. But yesterday I was like, I don't really want to help you out. I just want to kind of like, even though you're very, very super late and I have to leave in like 30 minutes, I still want to like see if you can figure it out. So, and so he was like,
it's like a game.
yeah. And so he was like, like texting me because he was lost or whatever, and I would see him like make circles around our whole building, you know. And then he called me because you can also call on DoorDash. So he called me and he was like, "Please give me directions. I don't know where I'm at. Like, I'm sorry it took so long, but like I can't find it." And I was like explaining to him. Even when I was explaining to him through text, it was still common sense because I literally pre-told him what to do. You know what I'm saying? And so he finally found it. And I don't know, he was outside. I think he was the one, because somebody was outside honking. And I was like, dude, this dude still doesn't know where he's at, and he's in the right place. So I just like peeked my head outside, and then I saw our car pull up, and then I like ran back inside. And then I heard him coming up the stairs, and then he dropped the food off, and then it finally said delivered. And then, but he sounded like he probably was at least in his 40s or 50s, and he sounded like a heavy smoker. And I was like, in my head, as I was like going to the door to get the food, I was like, what if this is the case? And I was so scared to open the door because I was scared that he'd be standing there still.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, dude, but he wasn't.
Did you look through the peephole?
I did look through the peephole. Oh no, I can't reach that peephole.
That's what I do. I'm like looking through the peephole.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust people either.
I used to do it at my apartment. I used to look through people.
Mm-hmm.
If
Get
I
that
didn't-
stool, get up on there and look through, because I ain't
Yeah.
taking no chances.
Yeah. Dude, a
So-
lot of times, I was like trying to take a nap yesterday,
Mhm.
and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the ghost that we have in here, but I swear that it's like I'll be in the house alone, and then I swear I hear you and Michael.
Ugh, that's creepy.
Yes.
We think the house is haunted.
It probably is.
Because there was one day that I was down here, and then I was about to walk up the stairs, and it was pretty late at night, like probably super early morning, and I'm literally like at the bottom of the stairs about to go up, and I hear somebody from the when you first open the door, that little shoe closet, I heard it from that area, and they go, "Hello?" And I was like, and bolted up the stairs because I was not testing that.
Yeah.
And I told Michael about it a few days later because I didn't want to tell him and then him like freak out. So I just kept it to myself. But a few days later I told him about it. And he was like, honestly, this place might be haunted because the other day, like at that time, he said that he heard a really loud sound coming from downstairs when he was upstairs. And it was enough that he heard it over his headset. So he came down here and he said that nothing was disarrayed. Like
Really?
everything was normal. The washer wasn't running. Like it was nothing. Like the cats didn't knock anything down. Like it was just a creepy like moment.
It's crazy because sometimes it sounds like people are coming up the stairs. Like it sounds
It
like
does.
it literally sounds like the door's opening. Like I'll be upstairs and I'll be sitting there, and it literally sounds like the door opens, closes, and then there's chatter, and then I'm like, I listen a little bit because I'm like, are they home? Because the day I left early, that literally happened, and I was like, I thought she didn't have enough time to like leave early because it was like I just had gotten home. And then the other day, it sounded like somebody had like walked up the stairs and like went to your bedroom. And I was like, and so I made sure that I came downstairs and I made sure I locked the door. And there was like no signs of people.
Ew,
Yeah.
that is so scary.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's,
We need some sage.
there's some some spirits around for sure.
Do you think your house is haunted? I meant to ask you that.
I don't think it's haunted, but I think there's.
Spirits? Like Mama and Papa? You think they're there?
Oh yeah, I mean the light would flicker on and off. I mean they use lights like the energy,
Mhm.
I tell you what though,
to
that
give
back
you,
there-
a signal that they're there. I mean, when I'm driving on the route and stuff, I see those cardinals, and I'm telling you, the cardinals will always fly across to make sure it's in my pathway. I mean, they're always.
But that's sweet though, because it's like they're sending you a little hello message.
Well, I always think of that as a sign of, they're there protecting me.
Yeah.
You know. Or if I see them all of a sudden in a sudden moment, flying across, it's be cautious ahead. I always think. And I am more aware. It does make me think more, and I do make better choices because of it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I still think about the car thing, where like you would say like if the car drives slow in front of you, it's like for safety reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets on my nerves.
Dude, me too, but I'm like, if I can't pass you, then I guess this is how we're going.
Yeah. But I always think of that too.
Yeah.
I always think of you when someone's slow in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you don't know how many times that there's been car accidents within, moments. I mean, literally, I left for work one morning, and that's when I told you that, I just got through talking to you, and that's when that was when the accident. That's a different thing. No, but this is a different story. I was on my way to work, and I was probably right at where the boot barn was, and I forgot my badge. So I just turned right there. It wasn't really a good place to turn, so I just slowed down and turned. It was a sudden turn. Well, the person behind me wasn't paying attention. And he ended up hitting the car in front of him. So it's like, because of my turn, this person had hit this other car. But it ain't my fault because he wasn't paying attention, I wasn't in the way.
Was it bad?
Just a little fender bender.
Well, that's good.
And then I'm like, Lord, I ain't stopping. I'm going home and get my badge. But then, then another day, that accident happened.
Yeah.
And I ended up staying with that guy.
Yeah.
Making sure he was okay.
They both were okay, right?
Well, that one guy that hit him.
The one that was hysterical?
Yeah, he was hysterical. I don't know. He must have been on something. I don't know.
That's sad.
But
yeah.
There's a lot of accidents that happen right along that.
There's a lot of accidents that's been happening here too, and deaths.
Oh my god. Yeah. There was like, okay, so there was one day I was on my way home from work, and I don't know what happened. I don't know because of, okay, so on my way home, there's like a two-way. Like, Amber takes this way, and it leads you out like a different way to come home. And I go straight, and I take the interstate, and I get off because it's faster. And at that roundabout where we would split off, there was one car over here with a cop behind it, and a car right here with a cop behind it. And they looked like they had gotten in a wreck. And that guy is literally just standing there on like my way, and he's like in total shock. Like it looked bad because the whole back of his car was kind of like destroyed. I literally pulled up because I didn't see it happen. I just saw the cop and I saw the car, and I was like, I called Amber. I'm like, girl, what are you doing in this situation? Because I have no idea. So I sat there for a little bit because the car in front of me like parked or whatever, and then cars just kept passing, and so I just ended up like getting out and then passing it because everybody else went over there, and I would not know what to do in that situation, and he looked fine. So
literally today on our way, or not today, yesterday, on our way to work, it was raining, and we go this different way than we usually do. So we go like to work. We will come out and then go right on Western Avenue, and then turn left at that stoplight up there. You know what I'm talking about? Getting onto the interstate.
yeah, because that's what I do.
Yeah, that's what we do. So anyway, we were at the stoplight about to get onto the interstate, and there was on the road in front of us after the red light, there was a car like parked in the middle of the road, just stopped. And then this guy gets out of the car, and it's raining, and he's out of the car like looking at his tire and stuff. And I told Michael we should help, but he said no. So many things have been happening with cars.
Yeah.
Bro, even my car, I'm going to have to either get a new car, or I'm really going to have to buckle down, work extra hours, and get my car fixed, because I'm having a lot of car issues.
Yeah. I know like too many people that's like fell asleep behind the wheel.
A lot.
A lot.
And I'm telling you, it's people we work with.
Yeah.
Because
There was-
these hours are deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
that's scary.
somebody that like had died, and then we have a friend that it just happened. Yeah, they almost died. They got lucky.
Yeah, he has a scar like right down his stomach.
Yeah.
He fell asleep.
Mhm.
Hit a semi.
Yeah.
He ran into the back of it. And it was bad. His
Yeah.
car was totaled.
Yeah. It's like, it's sad to think about because like that's a funeral we would have to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Because we.
Well, I mean, I think about accidents all the time. I mean, I've had so many close calls,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I drive a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's your job. I'm very thankful because I've only ever been in fender benders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful because my fender benders have been objects and not cars.
Except for that one.
That was not my fault.
Which one?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one was my fault.
Which one?
On your graduation.
When you hit those.
I thought they went. They could have gone, and then it was like, boom.
Yeah, I've never hit a car. Well,
That was the first
I hit a
time.
parked car in a bank parking lot, and there was an old lady taking a nap in there. And she let me go. She was like, "It's okay."
There was one time I was like coming back from Kentucky, and this girl, I think she like just like put her foot off her brake, so her car started rolling backwards, and she bumped into my car, and I just let her go because she looked like she was having a rough day anyway.
Remember that time in Chattanooga when I was trying to go
Yeah,
to
I
McDonald's and that lady T-boned me, and then she tried to get me to pay for her damages, and it was her fault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're
I
bad for
ghosted her.
hitting running.
You can't
a
do
little
that.
bit. I am. I've done that so many times. So many times.
They're like, oh, they hunt you down.
Did I tell you about the time
That's
I hit a
illegal.
pedestrian?
Yes.
That was embarrassing. My window was down and everything. He was cussing me up and down. Because I didn't see him. I was just looking at the road. No cars were coming, so I thought I was good. And I go, and then boom, I hit him. And I was like, oh my, it was bad.
At
He
least you were
fell.
going fast.
Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine being hit by a car and you're walking across the street?
At least I was so scared. There was one time I was on my way to work. I was not having a good day because I'm like a routine kind of person, and something had messed up my routine that day. So I'm like not even late, and I was still booking it to work. So these people like down here, they like to walk across the street. I don't understand why, but it's a party in between these two, like this part of grass and whatever the heck kind of building is over here, because everybody be walking across the street, and so. This car goes, and then they see it's clear, and so they start walking, and I'm like, drive! I don't care about you people. I was driving, and they were literally close enough to open my door. And I'm so scared. I was like, I was at work all day. I was like, man, did I run over their feet?
You would know.
Could
You
you
would
just
definitely
imagine, like, could you just imagine? I was like, I would be at work, and I'm like, well, gotta pay their hospital bill. And I don't even have insurance myself.
Yeah, but I'm really bad for the hit and run. I'll try not to do that anymore, but the first ever wreck I
No,
was
you
in.
don't do that anymore. What are you talking about?
Remember
It's
when I ran
illegal.
over the fence?
Yeah.
You get put in jail.
Yeah, I hit and ran. And the cops were at the school looking for me.
Yeah.
That was...
And your car was making, like, noises.
Well, you know, that's a little bit different in a sense. That's a little bit different.
And then you made me go to their house and apologize. You were like, no, we're taking you to their house, and if they don't answer, you're leaving them a note. Remember that?
The people at the fence.
Yes! And I think, did I have to pay to get that fixed?
We
Yes.
paid I think we paid out of pocket.
You had to pay half because
Yeah.
if somebody else hit it after you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, that's right. How'd you remember that? That's funny.
You want to hear a childhood confession?
Oh, no.
It's about a wreck. There was one time, you were there, I think. There was one time I was driving to, I don't remember where I was going, but it was back behind the school. And then we wrecked because it was raining,
Yeah,
and I
you
ran off
slid
the
on the
road and slid,
guardrail?
and did a spin around, and I almost went over the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that whole time that I was in that accident. Greg was in the passenger seat, dude. And then I had to call you because I just wrecked, and I also ran from that. I did not call the police. I immediately, wrecked, turned my car around.
If it's a guardrail or something, you know.
Oh, that doesn't count?
No.
Woo!
No.
Because I hit that guardrail, immediately turned around, and went to, I think it's called Bob's.
They'll say, you know, whatever you want us to do.
Oh,
you know?
good.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Bob's, got it somewhat fixed, and I told Greg he had to shoot because you were on your way. Good times, good times.
Mm-mm.
Yep. I can't tell you how many accidents I've been in. Not even like car accidents. And it's always weather related when I have an accident like that. It's like raining or it's not my fault. If it's not a weather thing, it wasn't my fault. Like the McDonald's situation.
What about the pedestrian?
No, that was my fault. But I just wasn't looking. Because I was looking, but I didn't think to look for the people that were walking. Because usually I don't ever see people walking right there. But he looked like he was a druggie. He had a backpack on and all this stuff. And
Well,
he was
I'm going to tell you one thing right now. If he wasn't a druggie, he would have called the cops. Right?
Yeah, then he was. Because he didn't. He just cussed me out and walked away.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, well, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. I don't know. I just need to pay more attention. I'm bad for that. I don't pay attention.
Well, I'm telling you, one little mistake can really, it can cost you your life, cost somebody else.
Speaking of, you got something in the mail from Texas.
From Texas?
Yep.
Oh, I did? About my ticket?
It was something about it was either
But I didn't get my ticket.
it was either a stoplight situation or it was a toll.
Another one.
Yeah.
A toll. Wait.
Yeah. You know how when you go across state
That's
lines,
you.
go
It's
to the
your
tolls?
turn because you drove most of the time.
A toll?
Yes.
Girl, we split that if it's a toll.
Okay,
a toll
if it's
is
a
just
toll.
because we're traveling.
Because that stuff ain't going on my credit.
But if it was a stoplight,
Do you still
I'll
have
get
it?
I don't know where it is, to be honest. But I did see
You
it.
need to find that because I'm not letting that stuff go on my credit. Because it
Does
goes
it?
on your credit, yeah.
Yeah, I think it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm not having
You might want
invisible
to
credit.
definitely ask AI.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm making sure I'm clean. I'm buying me a house when
Well,
I'm
her
there.
little self got pulled over and got a $300 dang ticket.
Which is paid. I paid it. I took the class. The points
She-
are not
I
on
was-
my record.
I was asleep in her passenger seat, and she was like, Amber, I'm getting pulled over. And I was
I
like,
was like
oh,
throwing my
God.
phone.
Speaking of being pulled over, I just got off the route. I was on my way back to the post office, and it was a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Yeah.
I didn't know I thought I was going 42.
Mhm.
So the police officer pulls me over, and I'm like, oh gosh. Literally. And so I'm like, I should have had that on anyway. So I pull over at the bank, and he comes up, and he goes, did you know you was going 52 in a 30-mile-an-hour speed zone? And I said, I thought I was going 42. And it was still going over the speed limit.
Mhm.
He's like, no. He goes, that's reckless driving. I could put you in jail. And I said, really? I try to pay attention to the other side as much as I can. I'm sorry. I just really didn't mean to. I didn't know. I don't mean to speed. So and you heard my name over, their walkie-talkie, saying my name and saying that she checking out, like my license is good and my insurance is good and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
And so he says, well, he was really quiet, and he goes, well, he says, well, you be careful. And I asked if I could shake his hand. I said, well, I appreciate you helping me out there. Because, I didn't want a ticket. I was being honest.
Was this in Tazewell?
Yeah.
Usually they're mean.
Yeah, the cops in Tazewell are so mean. Also, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been watching the show, and in between the show, it has ads. Okay, these are the best ads I've ever seen in my whole life. Well, can't say that, but they're really funny ads. So there's like a native commercial, and they're like gangsters, and then so it's like an undercover cop, and these are like the little gangsters, and he's like, "Do you have anything else that I should know about?" And then he's like, "Native, 72-hour clean body." Anyway, so that's a good commercial. And then there's a Geico commercial that comes on.
Okay.
And then he's like, you know what? He's like, people always take anything that's free. And then he's like, switch to Geico and you'll save money. And then he's like wearing this big shirt. And I'm like, that's so true. Because I switched to Geico and I save money every time I pay my bill. Yeah. So
Do you do that though? Do you take everything that's free? Are you that kind of person?
Nah, it depends what it is.
Yeah. Are you that kind of person?
No,
Like if it's
I don't
free,
think-
you take it?
No, not all the time.
Just depends on what it
Depends
is.
what it is.
Yeah.
No, I take it if it's free.
I was like, that's the first time I've ever like
I'm
saw a
like, free
commercial.
stuff.
And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, but that's why we have a lot of random shit. It's because you take stuff for free.
I have Allstate.
Allstate.
Mhm.
Well, I had Liberty Mutual, and then the second like it renewed and the price shot up like $300. And then Mom helped me switch my insurance, and I went to Geico, and every month it goes down a little bit.
I might switch to Geico. I was going to switch
What you
to
need to
Progressive.
do, what you need to do is you call the number where it gives you other quotes from other insurances and it gives you the lowest quote.
Yeah, because my mom did research before we said Geico, but it was the one that was best for me because of my tickets that I had before.
Now, I am pretty sure, because me and Michael were looking at the insurance thing, I'm pretty sure my insurance is still based in Chat. It's not in Knoxville.
Well, that
doesn't matter?
No, that
Okay.
don't matter.
Because I was wondering if that was why it was
No.
so high.
Also, when did you check the mail?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. It's always good to every so often, at least every year,
Mhm.
to find another insurance company.
Really? See, I didn't know that. I've had Allstate for years.
Well, usually, I mean, you do get perks in the ways if you. There's some people that do take care of you better, like if you have an incident, they,
Mhm.
But that's if you deal with somebody locally.
But I also have liability, so I don't get anything.
I don't get anything.
I just have
I
insurance if I get pulled over.
No, I
basically.
think I have like. The only thing that I have is I think that we got roadside assistance,
Mm-hmm.
but I think like that's it.
I don't even get that. I couldn't even get a discount on getting a new windshield, even though it was weather that caused my windshield to
Yeah.
crack. Nothing. My insurance didn't offer me anything. I tried. I put in a little thing for it.
No, the way it works is you request what you want. You pay for what you want.
Mhm.
You don't. They don't.
I definitely think that we should at least get like when you do have insurance, if you only have I think we should.
Do you have liability?
I do have liability.
You have full coverage, right? 'Cause
I
you
have-
to.
I have full coverage on my new car, and I have full coverage on one of my mail cars.
Is that a rule though? You have to have full coverage for
If
mail.
you're making payments,
Yeah.
or you're making payments, you have to
Now,
have
if you
full
make
coverage.
payments, you do have to have
Yeah,
full coverage.
yeah.
Well,
Because it's not technically your car until it's paid off,
yeah,
which is why they can come and take it if you don't pay.
yeah.
But
Which is ridiculous because you could pay like all of this money towards this car, like almost
you
have it
lose
paid
it.
off, and then lose it and you don't get none of it back.
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
you missed one payment.
That's silly. That's like a $30,000 car.
Yeah, seriously, and then you have to start all over.
mm-hmm.
That's not fair.
How much was your car totally? Is it like 30,000 or 100,000? I don't know cars.
It wasn't 100,000.
Didn't
It's
you
about
tell me to save?
40,000.
Yeah, yeah.
40,000.
Because then you tell me to save up $4,000.
4,000 or 5,000 usually. What?
Because of Sis said that cars are cheaper in December because of like they have sales or whatever because they're trying to get rid of stuff for the new year. So she said to save up and then try to get a car in December. And so what I was gonna do is I was gonna save up money and then I was gonna give it like buy it for like my birthday gift to myself. It's like a new car. So I'm working on it, but I'm trying to pay off my credit. That I do not backlash me on this, but I will have it paid off this month.
Well, do you know what your credit score is?
It's I think 760 something.
That's really good.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Last time I checked mine, it's 600 even.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That means you got a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm. Especially if I want to buy a freaking house.
Well, all I have left is $300 off of one credit card.
Because
So I'm
if
just
I don't,
$300 in debt.
I'll have to have Michael co-sign or whatever.
Yeah.
Because his credit is good. Ish. Better than mine.
Yeah. I went from 2,000.
Dang, how did you have a 700?
So what you do is you pull up your credit reports and you find out what you owe, and then you start taking care of what's on there. Like, you know, you call. There's usually a number, and they'll settle with you. With you know, they'll give you a lower price to pay it off or whatever, to get that paid.
I have Credit Karma. And I looked at my Credit Karma, and it said something that I owe, like a HVAC or something. I've never ever done that. So I don't know what.
What's an HVAC?
It's basically like
you know
Stanley
what?
Steamer.
So basically, you know, when you go on there, you can go in and dispute anything.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Because I never have gotten HVAC before. No.
You can dispute anything on your credit report. And
My school is on there.
Yeah.
But other than that, because I pay $50 a month for my school. It like comes out automatically. And then my credit card is on there. Other than that, I don't have except for my dentist. But I didn't see my dentist on there. But other than that, I don't pay anything.
Yeah.
Like I don't owe anything. My credit card, school, my dentist. That's it.
Yeah, because on mine.
Because I think my school was like, how much was it? 12,000.
You shouldn't have owed that much. You shouldn't.
Yeah, because I paid $3,000 to start. Then I had to pay $2,000 to finish.
You only borrowed like only a very little bit from them.
Well, I still pay $50 a month to pay that off.
I mean, well,
Whatever I borrowed, like the student loan thing. Whatever loan thing I did through them.
Through school? You did student loan through school?
Well, they let you, but it was only I don't know, I think it was only a couple thousand or something.
Do you ever talk to your lady friend anymore? Or is she
Yeah.
not your friend anymore?
Who?
The one
The one that got divorced?
No,
They got back together.
They got back together.
Oh, they did. Is he
Yeah.
still your mechanic now?
Well, he kind of brushed me off. You know, he hurt himself. You know, broke his hand or something. And so I've been going to Virgil. And Virgil, you know, I've just been flirting with him a little bit, you know, because
Oh, I'm sure it helps.
I heard he's
Does
one
he
of the
still
best.
have his dog? Or is it dead? He had a dog.
Is he the one with the multiple cars in there?
Yeah,
Yeah. People say even at Firestone they recommend Virgil
yeah.
because I've had many recommendations to Virgil.
Yeah, Bob sucks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now
I've heard bad things.
okay, so the one like across from Cat Daddy's, they're good. They just charge a lot. Or expensive.
Who do you go to that you get a good discount from?
I go to Porter's. And
Well-
I go to Porter's for anything that they can do. And then if I need mechanic work, then I'll go to a mechanic because they do deals.
I don't know Porter's either.
Well, I did find a mechanic that was in Middlesboro, Kentucky that was pretty reasonable.
It's expensive anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But everything's expensive.
So, do you know anything about cars? Because I have been having an issue with my car.
I know a lot more about cars than I did
So, I don't know what it
before I started
is,
this job.
but for some reason, I'll be driving and then my gas pedal gives out and it just will not. And I'll have to like keep hitting it and then eventually it'll work again. It's my gas. Usually it's your brake that does that. but it's my gas pedal. So my car will just slow down, and I'm like in the middle of the highway trying to get it to go. Yeah. Is that true? Please don't say it's transmission.
No.
Because that dude said it was a brand new transmission when I bought it.
No, that has nothing to do with transmission at all.
Okay.
That has something to do with your coil pack.
I thought I just got those replaced. Is that not what dude did to my car?
Yeah, he did. One of them must be bad.
Well, that's what's going on. That's like the biggest problem out of my car.
Okay.
I need a new battery, but that I could just get a new
I might.
battery. And then I need new tires, and then I need a new windshield. And I need to get whatever the gas thing, I've got to get that fixed because I can't drive it.
So it's losing power, and you're
yes, completely.
So-
it just stops.
like, so one of the coils are bad.
I have a
Is that
question.
not as expensive? That's not that bad, right?
It shouldn't be. No.
Good, thank God, thank God.
How can you tell if your power steering is about to go out?
Your power steering.
Yeah, is it like hard to turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious because of the only problems that I have with my car. One, my brakes, they're sticky. Like it's like you have to like slam really to get it to stop, and then the interior, like little small things, like my door won't unlock, and then my window sticks when it rolls down. But I think that's just because my car's old, and then it shakes a lot.
Like what? The car shakes when you're driving it?
Yeah.
You need alignment.
That's probably
That's
yeah.
probably all I need is an alignment.
I don't think there's much wrong with your car.
I try to
Well,
take care
you
of her,
know,
but I
it could
get-
be something else if your car shakes. Well, for one, it could be an alignment. Could be something to do with your. Oh, okay. Tie rod. Tie rod might be.
Gosh, cars are so much dang maintenance.
I put so much.
Does it shake when you accelerate,
I
or does it shake
think so. Yeah. Okay.
when
So
you press it? So, like, if you're just slowing down, or
No, but
if you're
if
just
I'm
going to-
speeding up,
if you're
then
speeding
yeah.
up, it starts to shake. So when you accelerate,
yeah, then it like kind of like fixes it because it's like you have to like. Okay, so when you're going up or
it's like your
whatever,
tie rod.
Is it going into gear or no?
it does. It just shakes when it goes into gear. If you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it'd be like push, leave, like foot off gas, then put foot on gas again, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Kinda.
But no, that was like, but I get like super anxious about my car because my car is my baby. That is my baby. That I do not know what I would do if I did not have a car. I really don't. I would
I
definitely.
remember back in the day, I don't want to drive. I don't want a car. I don't want to.
But my
Like,
car,
girl, you don't even know.
like it's just like you have one and you see the luxury of it is to have one, and so now it's like I literally do not. I
You
would
know-
rather have my car than a house.
Car equals independence.
I love my car.
I love my car too.
I love the freedom.
And-
Michael's over here saying he wants to trade in both of our cars and get one car for us to share. Not doing
Yeah, I
that.
believe wholeheartedly that each person in in a relationship, it should be one vehicle for
Each
each
person.
because you gotta
yeah,
have a
I don't
backup
want to
too.
share.
No, there's
But-
no share. And then you have one to share. Like you can have like no beat up car where it's gonna take off the trash or whatever, do little odds and ends. Then a car where you both share, that's a nicer car, and then
Because I mean, I know that if I ever needed to, I could drive Michael's car because he wouldn't care. I don't like driving his car, but I can, and I have. And then same with him, he could drive my car if because his car's small, so my car holds more things. So we use that for like that, and then we use Michael's car as like a luxury, like when we're just going to the mall or something.
Yeah.
So, well, really, we've been taking it to work a lot, but we're about to have to stop because gas is so high, and his gas is the 93 one,
Yeah.
so it's cost more. Because I don't know what that one is, but it's like the better gas or
Oh yeah, that's more expensive.
No, I don't really want to put a lot of work in my car if I'm gonna get a new one. So I want to do like I really plan on I've should have had my stuff taken care of like way beforehand, and it just has took me along to pay off my credit. But because I was supposed to have the money by August, and obviously I'm not going to because August is literally like 3 months away, and I think I could save like $1,000 like every single month. I think I want to say that, but then like you never know what's gonna happen. So, but I don't like I'm going to get a new car. For sure this year. For sure. It's happening. It's on my goal list. So I don't want to put a lot of money into my car if I'm just going to like get another car. You know what I'm saying? Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
You know?
But, I mean, if you have to, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to, I have to. Mm-hmm. I will, for sure. Because I really do, like, take care of my car. And I don't want to, like, for example, like, I want to go to the beach, but I'm probably not going to do that because I really don't want to take my car on another trip like that, even if it is just 6 hours, because of Texas was hard on her. And I don't want to have another situation like that.
I need to stop taking trips in general.
Yeah.
Because your girl has too many goals that cost too much money to be taking trips like that. But I don't know if you've seen, but my little shot glass thing, I've been to 10 states.
Oh, I need to go look at it.
But are you ready to start? We're over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
first. I'm doing the
So
top.
for this episode, we are doing an mommy interview where we are each asking her some questions and she has to answer them for each kid. So yeah.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, we got some good ones. Got some juicy ones.
gosh.
I'm doing the top and you do the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite memory of me as a baby?
Well, I have a lot of good memories, you know. Well, I would have to say when you were born, it was shocking to see that how you look different. You look more like your dad, you know.
Can't deny this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I guess another one is, you know, when you stood up to your dad to try to protect me. That was my favorite one.
Really? That's
Yeah, you're like, don't hurt my mom. And he'd step back. I'm like, dang.
What about me?
Oh, well, I'd have to say the tissues. Like, you know, you emptied that box. One tissue at a time. You're like,
I do not remember that.
oh,
How old do you think I was?
you was like one-ish.
Oh, gosh.
You're like,
How long
watch
was
it fall.
How long was I doing it before you noticed?
I'm like, ever! You have a pile of
That's so funny.
Had to put them all back in the box.
Okay. When times were bad, what did you do to calm yourself down?
Well, when times are bad, like,
Like when you were stressed out having 2 kids? Because I'm sure there were times.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
Would
going
be
to
a
lie.
situation.
When I see toddlers now, it freaks me out. Because I'm just like, if my kid acted like that, and I know they will, because that's just a toddler thing.
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, I'd go for a drive, you know, or listen to Michael Jackson music. You know, that kind of helps.
Okay. I just put a bunch of Michael Jackson on my Apple
I
Music.
did too. I have like an oldies playlist. Which stage of life was the worst for you? Of our growing, I guess, our ages?
I really don't think. I would say. Probably more like when you were a junior and you know, during that time.
Like high school?
Yeah.
I was a freshman? I was a
Yeah.
freshman.
I was a
junior,
bad
junior.
little girl.
Yeah, during that time when we just.
Yeah, our
you know,
teen years were rough.
Yeah, that was the worst time because we just I couldn't get you guys to see, you know, what you're doing wrong. I mean, just didn't want to listen. You know, you just being more rebellious, and I just couldn't understand what I was doing wrong because, you know, I didn't think I did anything.
I don't think it was you that was wrong. I just think that that's like the age where you start to feel like you are an adult already,
Yeah.
and like you want to make your own decisions, but you're not like developed enough to make the right decisions. Because even now, I don't feel like I'm developed enough to make the decisions. I still feel like a high school.
There's a lot you got to learn. I mean, and making mistakes is part of learning.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that things like that had to happen. I just wish it wasn't at that level. You know, some of them.
Because, I mean, like, we're going through changes at that age.
Yeah, and it was just like a struggle. Like, you know, I always felt like I was the bad guy, and you know.
So what were you, a freshman?
I was a freshman when you were a junior.
Yeah, that's what that was more like my worst. You know.
Worse than the toddlers?
Yeah.
Our teen years were the worst.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, yeah.
I was a little rebellious munchkin.
I was too, though, too.
I had mine.
Yeah, it was more heartbreaking, you know.
So I have a question. This isn't one of mine though. But okay, so when I moved to Chattanooga and Ashley was still in high school, was she still hard to deal with when I was gone?
I think that was my worst.
Yeah, that's when she started becoming really hard to deal
More
with.
rebellious, yeah. Yeah, that was the worst, like, phase of my life. Yes.
It's wild. I wonder, not to like make it about me, but I wonder if it had something to do with the fact that I was gone.
I think you were in your worst stage that you were kind of hiding, you know, and not telling me about. She was aware of it, so you were more her role model, and so you made things worse because she looked up to you, and so I mean it made the whole thing worse.
Yeah, because she probably wouldn't have done a lot of the stuff she did if I didn't do them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was.
And I knew that, and I was upset.
Because when you caught her and stuff, you knew Myers was doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, she learned it from somebody.
Yeah, and it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she learned a lot from me.
And you could tell, you could tell even more so is when she would stand up for you right away, you know. I mean, that's a, you know.
At least you know we're close. We got each other's back.
That was definitely, you know, one of the reasons.
What is a dream that you had that having a child stopped you from achieving?
Well, I had plans on going to the military.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew this about you.
I never knew that either.
What branch?
Well, I was going to join the Army, you know. just.
You would have looked so hot in that uniform. I already know.
But weight was always a factor. But see,
Was it like before Dad or after?
it was after. I was.
Did you get the like thought from him, or did you already think that from a young age?
Well, I got it. It was actually because of him. I felt that I could do so much better than him. It was another thing too. It's just like he stayed the same rank forever. And I'm like, I knew I could, go in the military, just being at his rank within 6 months. He's been in there 5 years.
You're disciplined enough, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like so too. Yeah.
And I wanted even the discipline as well. So.
I just don't want to get yelled at. I don't want to get shot.
I could not do it.
Other than that, like the physical training, no problem.
The physical training is a no for me.
The waking up early,
And
I don't care.
I'm
the
too
making
sensitive.
Bed, I don't care. The getting yelled at and the having the chance to go to war is the only thing that would stop me, because I know I could do anything else.
But you do get to travel.
Yeah,
And you get paid really good. They pay you
and you
good.
get like benefits the longer you stay in there, and you sign contracts. So so the longer that you stay in the military, the better it is for when you do retire. But you have contracts, and you get to choose. I think the first year you have to do 4 years, but after that you'll continuously have contracts, and you could take like a 2-year contract or a 3-year contract. And so like it's never like it's this long, but it's never has to be the rest of your life.
And usually they get you to go 6 years by throwing on a big a bonus.
Yeah.
That makes sense. No, okay. Was Dad in the Army, or was he in the National Guard? And is there a difference?
Army, it's the Army branch, so he's an Army National Guard.
Yeah.
But is that like less than Army, or is it the same exact thing?
Well, he's in the Army branch. There's just an Army National Guard. It's just a different job.
Isn't the National Guard where you like get to
It's
stay
state.
home?
It's state. You still go through the basic training, the AIT training, and then you come home, and then you go every month, every 1 weekend a month, and 2 weeks out of the year.
Yeah. Didn't he, for like a short period of time, he chose to go? It was when he was in Iraq.
So when you were born, he was deployed. In that deployment, he had to go. It was required. Well, he came back, and it was like 6 months or so, and he volunteered to go back.
To Iraq?
Yeah.
I remember when he was in Kuwait.
Yeah, Kuwait.
Yeah, I don't remember when he was in Iraq.
I remember.
I do remember receiving packages from him.
But it was from Iraq.
Yeah.
Was it not?
Like the penguins and then
I
the tea
remember
set that I got.
Yeah, because that's all I remember of my dad from like a young child. Was like the only thing I know as like an infant is the gifts that Dad would send. I don't know him. I don't remember him being in my life at all, besides the gifts that he would send.
See, I do. I remember him being in my life.
Yeah, because that 2 years made a difference.
Whose question is it? I think it's yours.
But that's when he decided to go, and it was more like, oh, we're gonna make more money. I'm like, I ain't working 2 jobs. I'd rather be deployed. And I'm like, I would rather work 2 jobs and be with my family at least, and be here and watch my kid grow. But see, to him felt like it wasn't important enough. I understand where he's coming from, but you know what? I don't think he really, I mean...
It wasn't a priority?
Yeah, well, there's definitely a difference between a mother and a father.
Yeah. I feel like
I
that's
don't
why.
even feel like he... I don't know, just to
I
see
mean,
where it all is
there's
now.
a few men out there that does.
I'm kind of glad you didn't do military though. I mean, I know that that's something you would have wanted to do, but it would have been really hard.
Yeah.
And we would have traveled. And honestly, I don't think you should have stayed with Dad.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't either.
Because that would have been a mess.
Yeah, it would have been a mess.
And I don't think you would have been happy.
No.
You would have been like torturing yourself just to
Yes.
save the family.
And that's not fair to you.
It is not.
Because Dad was very, like, an abusive person.
Mm-hmm. And sick.
Yes. And no one deserves that.
Also, I feel like we turned out really, really well.
I think we did too.
And I think really, like, we had to go through what we went through to turn out the way that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, God put you through, your trials and
I think
tribulations just to get you where you need to be.
But also, like, as an adult now, I put myself in your shoes more as far as, like, I have to remind myself, because I never thought about this as an adolescent, but, like, that you were in my shoes at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were my age at one point, and you were thinking and going through and doing things that I'm doing now. And it's just crazy to think about that, because that's not what I see. But I think about that a lot now, and that's, I think, what makes me feel a lot closer to you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's why, like, people don't really realize how much they need their mom until...
Girl, I can't live without you,
Yeah.
like I'm telling you.
See, I mean, I didn't get into much trouble, didn't do this and didn't do that because I wasn't exposed to a lot, like more than what you guys were. And that's why, that's when the mothers step up and say, no, you can't spend the night.
Well,
Yeah,
it's bad, because in high school, like, I never would have told you this at the time, but, like, drugs were super common.
Yeah.
Sex was very, very common.
Well, yeah.
Like, things, like, it was crazy to think of it now, because, like, being at such a young age, even in high school, that's still very young.
Yeah.
To be exposed to and going through things like that are so adult. Like, it's just not normal. It's crazy.
See, drugs just make you become a person that you're not. I mean, you become an aggressive person. I mean, you do things you don't even think about the consequences. You just do
You think
it.
about the fix.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, thankfully, I've not done anything too crazy. But I don't trust that anyway. I couldn't do that. The closest I've ever been to meth is just in the palm of my hand. I've never, ever, 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 ever touched it like that.
I
Like,
would
done.
never do meth. Meth takes away, okay, so like you have dopamine, and that's what makes you like happy or whatever. And so, like, when you take meth, like the first time you take meth, it eats it. And so you constantly, and that's what gets you addicted, because you're constantly chasing that dopamine, because that's what makes you feel all happy and good and like you're high on life, when it's literally false advertisement.
Yeah.
It's like
Basically.
meth is like false advertisement, because you think it's making you happy and it's not. It's eating your teeth and your brain cells. It's meth. That. I would never take meth. I wouldn't even want to have it in the palm of my hand. I'd be like, meth? Throw, wash hands, take shower.
Just by making that decision could destroy your life.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen
Yeah.
with people that I went to school with.
Totally just take away that
And
everything
die.
innocent. Yeah.
I've seen people
Didn't
die.
I- What was something I did as a baby that you couldn't stand?
Cry. No.
Yeah. Did I cry? Was I a rough baby?
Just. It's got to be the bathroom. Going to the bathroom.
Just so much.
So much. I mean, and you.
I still do.
And you
that.
cry, wanting to go to the bathroom. I gotta
Her?
go. Yeah, I gotta go pee.
As a young,
Yeah. I think even as a kid, I did it.
Yeah, I mean, I got like we'll be going somewhere. I can't. I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. I'm like, can we wait 5 minutes? No, I gotta go.
And I would cry until I got
Yeah,
to
and
this
then,
bathroom.
yes, and I'm like, take me out now.
what about me?
Annoying about you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was kind of annoying and cute at the same time.
Okay.
This is when you,
That's me in a nutshell.
when you would, you wouldn't even, you would insert yourself into every stranger, you know.
I knew it was gonna be that.
And it's like I try to tell you, you can't be that way. You can't, you can't, be like, hi, I like your nails. I like your shoes. Don't insert yourself, when you don't need to be inserted, because you know what, people, it brings attention to you, and then, you think about all these pedophiles here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh God, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
I'm still like that.
You just cannot, I cannot shut you off.
Because when I always had this thought in my mind that everyone deserves to be like loved, so I tried to give out all the love to every single person I seen. Because I feel like there would be times where people feel like they aren't loved or they don't have anyone to love them. And I wanted everyone in my life to know, or even if they weren't in my life, but just in my way, like to know that when you feel like no one loves you, I do. And I don't know why.
As a little kid?
As a little kid, I've always felt that way. I still do. And even Michael had to talk to me because there's this older man who works for the janitor side at work. And he'll come up and talk to me, and he's told me his little stories, like where his wife passed away and he had to like take care of her all the way up until she died and was there when she died, and like all these things, and like he doesn't have like kids or grandkids or anything, so he's alone. So I bought him a little birthday gift, like I got him a little hat and stuff, and Michael's like, it's sweet that you're doing that, but you can't do that because people will like either expect it or they'll like think that you're meaning something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
especially men.
Yeah.
And that's what he was trying to explain to me. He was like, I get that you want to do this gift thing, but after that, don't do anything else. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, because you don't know
the intention.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. How did motherhood change you as a person?
First of all, I never thought I would be a mom. I thought it would always be sis because she had that motherly instinct.
Really?
Yeah. So, what was the question?
How has motherhood changed you as a person?
I think actually, motherhood, being a mom is supposed to happen for me. It made me. I guess I was more like Ashley. I was more, always thought about myself more, to a degree. There's a part of my life I always did, and it made me, it kind of took that out, just, I think about others more now because, I've had to take care of,
And by yourself.
Yeah.
which is rough, especially 2. That's a lot.
I mean, I'm glad I had sister to help me.
I'm very thankful that you had 2 because I don't know how I would be able to do this
Yeah.
without
See,
her.
I was never good. I was never had a lot of money. After I left Rick. I was trying to go to school and I was trying to get into the police force, which just I almost got in. It's just that I didn't pass my psychological exam, and I was mad. I had it. I had it, and then that guy didn't pass me because I failed the what they call the ink blot test. So basically, he showed me pictures of these splatted ink on paper, and he asked me what does it look like. We were supposed to say, well, I don't think that looks like anything, but I'm thinking like, well, what does he want me to think? I mean, want me to say what I thought what it may look like? So I started making up things. Well, that's what made me.
Really?
Yeah, so I thought that was a shitty thing for him to do.
Yeah, that is messed up.
I passed everything. I passed the test. I passed my physical exam. I passed everything. I was in it, and I had the chief of police, which he is actually the one below the chief. I can't think of what that is, but anyway, he was at that. That's what his position was. He's chief of police now, but he's on TV all the time. He was my instructor. I went through the interview. I mean, I had all these officers around, asking me questions. I mean, I had it in the bag, and then he didn't pass me because of that psychological exam, because of that. And I just thought, and I was discouraged because I had it. I thought I was ready. I was getting prepared to go through police training.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got that letter, it's like I just killed me inside. It's like I cannot believe it. Why? I'd have to go through all that again. And I did try one more time, and I couldn't pass nothing. I couldn't even pass the test again. I was just it just affected me.
I think it was better off though.
And so it just was something that I think I would have been, definitely it would have made me a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Because dealing with people that are mean to you all the time and dealing with a bunch of crap probably would have made me an asshole.
Because what would you have done? Would you have been like pulling people over? Or?
Yeah, I would have been, yeah.
And
Would you
also,
have
like,
had to deal with like calls?
sense of power.
Like
Yeah, I would have been a patrol officer.
Okay.
Yeah, because of police officers,
Mhm.
they get like a sense of power, and
Yeah.
some let it get it to their head.
Remember Shackelford? Oh my gosh, I thought about him the other day.
So, I mean, that was so upsetting for me, and then after that, it just snowball effect. I just went into this, depression, and then I wasn't happy with my marriage, and then I left Rick, and then just things started just going downhill for the next 5 years. And then I had to recover. I got sick, and I was sick for the next 10 years, So it just was just a struggle. It was a struggle. Back surgery after back surgery after back surgery every 2 years.
Yes.
And it's like I never could get better. Never could get better. And it was hard mentally, but
Do you feel like you're in a better place now?
yeah. I do. I mean, except for I worry about myself physically. Um, I just feel like I should be in a lot better physical shape. And in order for me to be able to be that is I'm going to have to start walking or, exercising, doing something.
Have you ever thought about getting like a walking pad? They have them on Amazon for like $80.
I mean, I've had those little treadmills where you just pull up the thing. I've sold them all. I only kept a bicycle and I don't even get on it. But
I feel like the walking pad is
it's
better
just
than
the
the
thing.
bike.
Yeah, the walking pad is better because the walking is what I need. Because not that I have had back surgeries. I have a hip replacement now. Both knees are shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get an injection next week.
Yeah.
The thing is, this job doesn't really help me that much with this because I'm sitting and driving, which is having my feet down.
Yeah.
And so.
Do you ever have to get out and take a break and just stretch?
Oh, I bet.
Well, I mean, they have this, Route 2 has a lot of packages, so I do get out. Is just get out and go and deliver the package in the front door and back in the car,
Yeah.
But, I mean, with exercise that I need consistent movement, not like walking,
Yeah. Because I feel like even with us in standing, it's not good for you.
It's not.
It's not. I hurt. I hurt. And when I first started, it would literally be I would be in pain, and then I would take my weekend, and then I would feel fine. Now, no, my feet hurt, my back hurts, my knees hurt, my arm goes numb.
Mine does too. My hand.
Yeah,
goes
my
numb.
hand. I'm in pain right now.
Yeah. It's because, if you was to just walk and do that exercise, you're helping strengthen all those muscles and stuff, to protect you.
Yeah. But a lot of people,
At least 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
And okay, so a lot of people don't really want to work out. So I thought about the whole one, I really want to do yoga. If I'm doing anything, I want to do yoga because I feel like that's going to help because it stretches out your body.
Yeah, stretching. So what I've been doing a lot here lately, and it's made a difference.
Yeah.
I will stretch my back in the morning hour, because my posture is really bad.
Same.
Yeah.
So I realized that I'm going in looking like this. I would go deliver the mail at DTR, and I could see myself in the door, and I'm like, oh. And I'm like this, and I'm like, I'm going like this, walking in.
Dude, I did the same thing though. You ever catch yourself I do that in my car. Well, because I try to stretch in the morning before work. Sometimes me and Amber get caught up in conversation, but I try to because of they don't really stretch at work. And so I feel like it's better to do it at home but I do stretch in the middle. I'll take my shoes off and I'll stretch the back of my leg.
At work?
Yeah, at work. And then I'll do the whole arm over the shoulder.
I do the same thing.
I need to stretch right now.
Yeah, if you do stretch, it will help you at work.
And that's why I think maybe yoga because it'll help with balance and stuff like that. And then maybe walks. But where it's warmer weather, I want to be more outside anyway. So it's doing stuff even the guard stuff that I'm doing, that just in general, that's exercise. But I'm enjoying the exercise.
But work is exercise as well.
Yeah, but
because that's all you're doing.
But you have to make sure you do it properly.
It's a different type of exercise.
Yeah.
You got to do the stretching, because you got to prepare your muscles, for that work.
Yeah, and then you have to do it properly.
Which is also, I think, why I'm having foot issues, because I don't stretch.
Because if you, okay, so, like, for example, like, if you work out improperly, it's going to hurt you more than it's going to benefit you. So when you are at work, all the things that they tell you to do is how you should do it, because of you are hurting your body more. If you don't, like, lunge down to pick up something or, like, something like
Saying
that.
I don't, I bend. And you're not supposed to. You're supposed to lunge.
Yeah, and it will help you, and then it will, like, gain strength not only in,
It's just the comfortability for me, though.
Yeah. Girl, I don't like to bend down, though, just in general, because of my booty. You know, how you have the whole booty out? I don't like to do that, so I squat. And that's why I pick up anything. I'm like, nobody need to look at my behind, so I just squat, and I pick it up. So that's, giving me squats anyway. But then sometimes I am lazy, and I'll grab those boxes like this. So, but I'm about to walk upstairs all the time, so it's about to be like, whoop, whoop, walking your little butt up the stairs, so I'm about to get these legs going. Yeah. Anyway, so...
when you first start, your muscles is not heated up. You're not.
Yeah, you just roll out of bed and walk in.
Yeah, pretty much. You're like half
And
asleep.
so that's how you get hurt.
Tell me the story of when you found out you were pregnant.
The first time I was pregnant.
Yeah, tell mine and then tell hers.
So tell yours first?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I was first.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. You already know the story. Yeah. I mean, well, first of all, my mom always said, you better not get pregnant. You better not get pregnant. You don't need no children. I'm like, okay, Mom, okay. So anyway, I found out that I'm pregnant and I'm afraid to call her Mom. And so I finally get up the nerve to call Mom, and I said, Mom, I got to tell you something. She goes, I already know, you're pregnant. I'm like, how you know? She goes, I just know. So anyway, when I get pregnant with you, I lose my sense of taste, smell, and I get sick. I'll have lost about 40 pounds.
Dang.
And so I was high risk pregnancy because of my blood pressure high, and so so anyway, I went to go to the doctor, and I was about 30, right at 36 weeks. So I had doctor's appointments. This always went with me. Rick didn't even go to not one with yours, and not one with either you.
Really?
Right. He just, never thought that was, a thing for him to do. Yeah. So sis went with me every time, and so anyway, my blood pressure was high, and he was worried. So he says, "Well, we need to go ahead and get you in here so you can have this baby." Mm-hmm. And then I'm walking out of the doctor's office, and I said, I told sis that that I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have, Sis was like, it's too late now. I'm like, I just don't want to. I'm afraid. I'm scared, because it's the first time. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, sis takes me out to eat, and I still have that taste issue. It's gotten a little bit better, but the one things I was able to eat was Chinese food.
That's why I love it so much.
And then it finally went to the hospital and we got the clothes packed up and went to the hospital, and it was about, by the time they induced me and time it came around, it was in the morning.
So it was the 24th that you went in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then,
Did it hurt?
yeah, it hurt. I mean, but they had that epidural. It hurt my, it just, it's like I felt like it did something to my back.
That thing is long.
The epidural.
That's like a 9-inch needle. Did you know
That's when
that?
they like numb
yeah,
your body.
yeah, it's a big needle.
Mm.
I'd have to be asleep.
They
for
numb you.
that.
Yeah, they numb you. No, they put lidocaine in there and they numb you, and then they stick the needle in. Yeah, and they had to do it actually in another. I think I don't know if it was with you. I think it was with Ashley. I had to do two. That they did a second one. It took longer for me to have Ashley.
Do you remember how long you were in labor with me? Like how many hours of pushing?
Well, when I literally came to the pushing part, it didn't take that long, you know. But it's like they were trying to tell me what to do, and I'm like, I'm pushing, and then one leg, sis was on one side, holding with one leg, and Rick on the other, holding up the other. And one of my legs was totally numb. I mean, I could, so anyway, sis had the side that it was totally, so she made Rick switch because I can't lift it up. So anyway, it wasn't long, you know, then you were born and then you just had a head full of hair, you know.
Did you have to have stitches?
Yeah, I think I had to have stitches with both of you.
So what about Ashley's birth? When you found out with her?
So after I've already been through it all, Ashley, I was more a little bit relaxed with Ashley, but it took a lot longer, you know, for me to have her. So I think it's when I had to have a second epidural. Then
When you found out you were pregnant with me, were you like, not again?
no, actually, I knew the day that I got pregnant with you.
Yeah, I've heard the story of how it was conceived.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
But
And-
you wanted to, right? Or did you want to stop at one?
No, I mean, I
I know we were both planned because
Yeah.
you and Dad talked about it. From what I've been told.
Yeah, we, you know, but he wanted to keep having kids, and I didn't want to have them.
Did you want any more than 2?
Mm-mm. No. No,
3's a
I-
crowd.
Not. I said, I always told your dad. I said it's not fair to the 2 children we have to bring another child in this world, and you know, to take away from them. We can't afford another. You know, I mean, I don't want to. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's smart. So.
When Ashley was born, did she have any hair at all?
Yeah, she did. She had just very little. Very little. It was just a little peach fuzz there. But, yeah, I was in a total, it's like, I can remember it's like I was in 2 different rooms. It's like, it felt like, you know, when I had you, I was on that side of the hallway because I had you at the same hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I had Ashley, I was on the other side, you know.
Did you have the same doctor?
Yeah.
Wow, he had both of us.
Yep, same doctor.
Were we nasty when we came out?
Well, that's one thing. I don't really remember. They wiped you off and stuff, you know.
But did they do the thing? Because I've seen videos where like you give birth and then they immediately do chest to chest and then pull off and clean.
No, they wiped you down.
First.
And then they gave, yeah.
Was I born in like the afternoon though?
I was morning, you were
Yeah,
after.
this the afternoon.
Yeah. So I went in that night, and it took all night, all way to the next day. Yeah.
Dang. So you were in there for hours with her.
Yeah. So.
Shoo, she was feisty.
She was like, I didn't want to smell my daddy's stinky feet. His feet. I was like, he took off his shoes, and he, because he spent the night. This spent the night too, And I was like, I wasn't kicking my sister out,
Oh no.
Yeah.
So his feet stunk. She probably smelled me through the canal. She'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't go out there. I'm going to throw up already.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
But you both were just beautiful babies,
I know. I've seen photos.
People would say that I favored Ashley, and I'm like, oh, what? She's younger, she needs more attention, at times. It doesn't mean that people are just stupid.
I feel pretty equal. I think there were moments back then that I would feel that way in that moment, but
it's because you were totally spoiled.
I was.
Yeah, you wanted all the attention.
I still do.
You're like, I give it to you. You have to give it to me. Yeah.
That is so cute. Okay.
But, yeah, it was. But it took forever. I had to have 2 epidurals for Ashley. I was like, I don't want to feel no pain.
Did you feel pain with me?
It's more quicker, after I had the epidural, it went along pretty quick. But with Ashley, it's like, epidural 1 was wearing off. I'm like, am I going to get another one? I don't want to feel no pain.
It's because it was taking so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how wide our vaginas can get to push out a whole kid?
You can stick your whole
Stretch out.
hands in there.
Mhm.
You can stick.
Yeah, because don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know if did your water break or did they break it?
They broke it, both.
Yeah, they gotta get in there.
Goodness.
Okay. What is something you want me to remember after you're gone?
Well,
For both of us.
I just want you to remember that I'm always going to be here, be watching over you, and that not to forget that how much I love you, and my love is unconditional. And if you have kids, then to make sure that they feel loved. And I just wish I would be here on Earth if you both have any kids, because I want to be able to spend that.
Oh, I definitely want you to see my kids.
And I even thought about making some videos for you guys and putting them on a disc for you to play.
Like a little CD.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Remember that book I bought you? I really would like you to fill it out. I know it's hard for you to sit down and write into a book like that, but it would be really nice to later on in life look back and read it and hear your story.
Yeah, it's I think about my mom all the time.
Yeah.
We're not perfect people. By all means, we're not, but I knew my mom loved me.
I remember how broken you were when that happened.
Yeah, I was thinking about, just doing some videos. How I just to hear my mom's voice,
Yeah. Do you have anything like that?
I mean, I have video, but it's just that sometimes too much happens that you just are not able to take the time, Sometimes you gotta make time, but it's hard. It's hard,
But that would be really special to have videos and stuff, and like to show our kids and stuff when they grow up. So if you ever want to do that, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know how soon I'll be able to, or if I start to get sick, maybe at that time, I don't know what to expect in the future, really.
Yeah. But
Well,
girl, you best hold on for a while, because we cannot go without you.
That's why
Yeah,
I really,
for sure.
that's why, that's why I think this job, happened for me, because it's keeping me active a little bit, but I do need to do a little bit more to stay healthy,
And it would be nice to be able to like live close to each other, like all of us kind of live close, because I just think that would be nice to be able to be more involved in each other's lives than we are. Not that we're not, but just more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What is something you swore you'd never do as a parent, but you did it anyway?
Well, I know with Amber, I smacked her, and I was sick afterwards. I was like, I'd never do that, and I was upset.
I probably needed a good smack, to be honest.
I mean, it just, it's different when you punish him, but it wasn't about the punishment. It was I was mad.
Mm-hmm. Was I talking back to you?
Oh yeah, we were.
I'm bad at that. Yeah, I know. I do have a lot of memories of being like that, where I would talk back.
You have to win arguments.
Just that made me how when you do something and your heart sinks and you're yeah.
And you almost feel like you're gonna throw up.
Yeah. And then I went into the bedroom and I cried.
It's okay. We have our moments. Was there something specific with Ashley?
Well, with Ashley, I never really hit you that I can, I tried to hold you down and stuff like that, and I pushed you,
Because I was the feisty one, not really.
Yeah,
you.
but she,
Yeah.
but
Did you always know that you would whoop us? Like, was that something that you, like, a lot of people now, I've heard, they're like, if I ever have kids, I will never whoop them. Not me, because I'll whoop the hell out of my
I
kids.
think they need to be.
I whip my
Yeah.
cats. Don't think I can whip my child.
Because I think a whooping, needs to be.
Yeah, because really, a child ain't gonna understand, a lot of things. I mean, they know, certain touch. There's certain, pat on the butt,
Mm-hmm.
on the hand,
Mhm.
no. I mean, but they don't understand your English, you know, because
They're not developed enough.
right.
Mhm. Yep.
But it's got to be done the correct way. It can't be, you know, you can't just, you know, I wouldn't necessarily take a belt out and wear, you know.
Mhm. That was a dad thing. Which I don't really have a lot of memories of even being whooped. You know what I mean, I definitely have some, but they were something I definitely deserved. Like the last time I remember I got whooped was when I was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And obviously I deserved that, so.
Yeah, we got grounded most of the time.
Yeah, that was mostly what it was. Things taken away from us or like
Yeah.
grounding.
Pretty much. Heck, we got things taken away from us for no reason. Dads.
I was
Come
grounded
home,
for a
our
whole
room-
year one time.
Dude, we'd come home and our room would be empty and we didn't do anything wrong.
I think that was more being nosy. But I do remember, I have a really good memory of when I very first started my period. I was living with you. And I really wanted to start my period because everybody in my class had. And I did one day because I peed in the toilet before school and it was kind of pink. And I told you immediately and you were like, oh, okay. So I go to school and I get called to the office. And it was this little butterfly pouch with a note on it from you that was like, I got this for you. Like, I wanted you to have your necessities. And it was a little pads in there. Yeah, that was really cool.
I actually started my period the day before Mother's Day. And I tried to keep it a secret until you walked in on me in the bathroom and you're like, you're bleeding! And then everybody fucking knew. And then Dad congratulated me before I went to bed that night. He was like, congratulations. And that was disgusting. I was like, why are you congratulating me?
If you could go back and do it again, what would you have done differently?
Well, I definitely would have, you know, tried to be more structured and spend more time with you guys instead of working so much, you know. That's probably what I would do. I would be more, try to be more involved than I was.
Well, I really appreciate everything that you've done for us because even if at the time I didn't notice it, just speaking for me, like definitely like looking back on it as an adult, I truly could not see myself having anyone else as my mom.
Yeah. But I feel like we went through all the trials and errors that we went through to make us who we are today.
I think so because I think, and it might be shitty to say, but I just feel like we needed to go through the stuff that we did, like living with Dad and like all those things, because if we didn't, we would have never knew like what.
I knew that too.
I
Yeah.
feel like we have big purposes in this world.
Mhm.
And I feel like that we had to go through that to learn to be the way that we are because we have like a purpose that is greater than what we know. I
Mhm.
feel like.
I feel like that too. I feel.
Because we're both like big hearted people.
Mhm.
And like we love like unconditionally and all we want to do is help people, and like a lot of people now these days are not really like that. So when you find like just a big hearted like caring person, you know, it's like a different, it's like a little like switch.
But I see a lot of you in both of us, and
Yeah.
like, that really brings me a lot of joy because God only knows where we would be at if we took more after Dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't know who that person is really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm very thankful for you, and I know that God put us in your life for a reason, and He made you our mom for a reason, and it's really special. Even Mama, like, I feel like Mama was she was special too, and like had a lot to play in our lives. And she
Yeah.
made you very special.
I appreciate it. I mean, bottom line is, whether you haven't heard from me in, 30 minutes or 10 days, you know that I love you.
And thanks for never turning your back on us, because there's definitely times it would have been easy to.
Well,
I never gave up.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
You fought fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, harder than anyone has ever fought for us, ever.
Constantly. You never stopped.
And we did not make it easy. Because I do remember having times where I was, like, pro-dad.
yeah.
And I know that wasn't hard, or that was hard for you to, like, live through.
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple of hard times, and she, when towards the end, and we was living in Oak Ridge, that's when you were wanting to be with your dad. And, I mean, I guess it had to happen to be able to see for you guys to see what, I saw.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did, though.
Yeah.
Because it also opened my eyes, even at the time. Like, it opened my eyes to know, like, the things that you had to go through. So,
Yeah.
I think it was important, even though it was traumatic. But I'm thankful for where we ended up, and I'm very thankful I got to spend my high school years with you.
Yeah, me too.
Because like you've always said, the girls need your mommy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. And that's even what your dad even said too. But he didn't want to pay the child support.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add before we cut this off?
I look forward to, spending a lot more time together and enjoying life, and just my health has got to get better, so, I mean,
We all do.
We'll get there with that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening to our Mother's Day episode. It was very special that we got to have our mommy on here.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
thank you for having me.
If you want to, please give us a follow on TikTok and on Instagram at Girls of a Certain Age. Subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Spotify, leave us a comment, rating, review. And if you want to reach out to us, you can DM us on Instagram, comment below, or you can send us an email at girlsofacertainage with 2 E's at the end of age @gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. We love you. Bye.